Well, boys, today is tomorrow, and obviously we're all still, clamoring. What could Codyko say about the tana mongue allegations? Please, Codyko, respond to the tana mongue allegations. Cody, are you innocent or are you guilty? And I think we kind of got a response from Noel Miller in the new Codyko x Noel Miller Tiny Meat Gang podcast episode. Whenever Noel Miller essentially came up here looking disheveled, like he just, got out of playing blackjack and he's down $1 million. And he's just like, damn, I'm going to tell my wife about this. We got to move out by next Sunday.
What's up, everybody? Before we start this episode, I want to start by saying thank you. For just how supportive and understanding you all have been, and patient above all. And understandably, a lot of you want to know what I have to say about everything that's happened. And the reality there is that I'm not in a position to speak about the situation.
I 100% agree with this because at the end of the day, Noel Miller wasn't the one that, did something illegal with a minor, alright? That whole thing is Codyko and Tana's situation. That has nothing to do with Noel Miller. And the people that are like trying to spam Noel Miller's comments and Tiny Meat Gang's comments and then going to Codyko's wife's comments and spam stuff like, tell Cody to respond, tell Cody to respond. You're parasocial, alright? You're parasocial. The only person that you need to be spamming is Codyko, alright? Because going to other people and ruining their lives that were around Codyko but didn't know anything that he did does nothing. You're harassing people for zero gain at all, because that doesn't make Codyko just be like, you know what, maybe I should respond because everyone else is getting harassed now. No, it doesn't do anything. If he was going to respond, he was going to respond. If he wasn't going to respond, he's going to do the exact same thing he's doing now with you guys spamming everyone around him that's in his orbit. This is like someone working with their boss and then their boss gets found out to be a serial murderer. Would you want to be, investigated by the police because your boss was a serial murderer? No, you're like, bro, I worked with the man. Did that mean that I was the one planning out his murder? No, I'm just trying to get paid. Which I'm sure Noel Miller and all of Codyko's staff at Tiny Meat Gang, and probably even on his own channel if he has anyone editing his videos, is probably thinking is like, brother, at the end of the day, did Codyko do something wrong? Yeah, go after him. Don't come after me. Don't be spamming my comments. Go after the guy that did the crime. And I like how instead of, just ending the podcast like a lot of other YouTube channels and groups would do, instead of doing that, Noel Miller's like, I have people that depend on me. I have to be a responsible adult. Just because half of the podcast is gone doesn't mean my responsibilities go away and I get to just fuck off into the sunset with my millions of dollars. I have people depending on me. Because we have seen a lot of YouTube groups just automatically disband after one of the members gets found out to do something or is accused of doing something, even if they are innocent, because people for some reason don't realize, oh yeah, that's right, I am also one of the faces of the company and I also have employees that depend on me for work, and unless I'm willing to help them find different jobs, which I'm telling you right now, YouTubers are too lazy to even give their own employees, the work they need to do on time, let alone help them find another job, I should probably, continue doing my work, keep my head down, and make sure that my employees are good. So I will give Noel Miller a standing ovation because this is above and beyond, all right? Even though this should be, the bare minimum, at this point, this is above and beyond. Usually people are very much willing to walk out, right? They're already millionaires. They don't care about employees, but I can tell that Noel's like, I have to make some kind of response. I don't know what to say other than Codyko did something bad. Oh no, was I supposed to say he did something good? Obviously Codyko did something bad and he hasn't responded at all. But yeah, this part of the video, I think Noel Miller passed with flying colors. He was like, hey, I understand Codyko did something bad. He's no longer going to be a part of the Tiny Meat Gang. But I have employees that I need to keep paid. So we're going to keep running this show, all right? So any animosity you got to someone, don't put it here. Put it towards him, all right? He is the bad guy. Tiny Meat Gang ain't got nothing to do with Codyko anymore.
And at this point, really, the thing I have to focus on is how to move forward. Which leads me to say, I want to thank everyone as well that just sent me messages of support, just directly to me. That has been just very motivating and reassuring. not just for me, but for everyone at the studio. That's kind of given us the energy we needed to, take the first step back. I took some time and figured out a new direction for the show and where I want the company to go overall.
Man, I really empathize with Noel Miller because losing a friend, especially a best friend, is really hard. Like, everyone loses a friend once in a while, alright? We all go through it once in our life. No one can be your friend or even best friend forever, alright? Even if they don't, pass away, it's probably gonna be over something little, right? So maybe, they move away, or you guys just start disagreeing, or maybe a game of Siege doesn't go too well, and then you realize, oh wow, I probably shouldn't have said that to that person. But you know what? At some point, most if not all of your friendships in life are gonna go away, because at the end of the day, you gotta make room for new friends. And I'm sure Noel Miller, with how funny he is, how charismatic he is, he's probably gonna be able to find another host if he wants to for the podcast. But for right now, it seems like he's going on a solo venture. And I really hope that the audience continues to support him. I mean, on his own channel, his audience support him. I would see that, on the Tiny Meat Game podcast, the fans will continue to support, even if it is just Noel Miller. Because at the end of the day, if you like the podcast, you probably like at least, one of the two hosts. And let's both be honest here. I very much love me some Noel Miller over Codyko. Noel Miller kind of made Codyko's content for me, alright? Just think about any and every meme that has Codyko in it. Noel Miller is somewhere in it. And probably the star of the content. Let's all be honest here. Noel Miller is the Beyonce of, Tiny Meat Gang. I'm sure this man can solo carry the whole company on his own back. I'm just looking through some of the comments. People are also agreeing with me. They're just sitting here just like, damn. We feel bad for Noel Miller. Noel looks so run down from this. Never seen him so serious. Which is so true, because usually he's the guy that's cracking any and every witty joke, and then, Codyko is just there for the laugh. He's the little laugh track. And then I really think that this comment right here kind of sums up this whole entire situation the best. This feels like when you go to your divorced dad's apartment for the first time and he's trying to have dinner like your whole life didn't just change dramatically. Now, I never had this kind of experience in my life. This person's probably speaking from a personal experience, but this does feel really weird because usually Noel's so bubbly and out there and just making jokes and just being a social person. Now it just feels like he's downtrodden. Like my analogy from the beginning, this man lost the house playing blackjack. That's how it feels right now. But again, I am glad that Noel is able to continue with the whole podcast and not just laying off everyone and then, f***ing off into sunset like, a lot of YouTubers would. I have to give him a round of applause because that should be the bare minimum, but that's that's almost a heroic feat at this point for YouTubers to realize that just because a part of the podcast left doesn't mean, people aren't, still getting paid off of this. That doesn't mean this is not still a company that has actual employees and actual lives attached to it.
Again, I just want to thank you all. You have supported me for years, almost a decade, and you've supported this studio for years, and we all fully intend to give you what you've given us for so long. That part is not going to stop. So, yeah. It means the world to me just how much you all have been there for me, and I fully intend to, just keep at it and keep making things that I hope you love and enjoy.
Once again, beautiful from Noel. He didn't have to make this response because this has nothing to do with him. He didn't do anything wrong. He's literally just a guy that was working with someone that did something wrong. Literally, he's getting into the crossfire of this because he was within the orbit of someone that was also famous. But I think we all got our response that, we're gonna get from Codyko. He did it. Alright, you know what? That's my opinion. Before any lawyers come up, that's my opinion. A fish's opinion at that. What, you're gonna come down here into a bowl and serve me papers? No. Alright. But in my opinion, he probably did it. Alright. The man probably did it. He doesn't want to come out and say, no, I didn't, because then, Tana's going to be like, look at these texts from 2017. But yeah, he probably did it. He's probably just going to, live the rest of his life as the multimillionaire that he is. and he's probably gonna either continue making videos and just not reading the comments, hoping that it dies down, or just not making videos anymore and just, living his best life, because, when you got money like that, you really don't have to care about much anymore. Unlike Boogie2988, who got confronted by an actual cancer victim. Click this video right here to figure out what happened between Boogie and this cancer victim, because they kind of got into an argument. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. I enjoy talking with you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.